G'day, it's Chef Jason here, and welcome to The Great Bite. Here we share love for all things culinary, including history, recipes, and stories. So don't forget to subscribe and join in on the adventure. G'day all. Today we're going to be making homemade pasta. We have previously covered the history of pasta on an earlier video, so today we're actually going to be making some. And we're going to be making linguine today, and linguine hails from the coastal region of Liguria in northwestern Italy. So the type of flour that you want to use is either 00 flour, which is a finely ground Italian flour. It creates a very soft, delicate pasta. Or you can just use all-purpose flour, which is a great substitute. It's a bit coarser, but still makes great noodles. And we're going to be using 200 grams of that flour. The eggs, this provides the moisture and protein that binds the flour together. We have 3 eggs here. We're only going to be using the yolk of one of these eggs. So it'll be 2 whole eggs plus the yolk of one. Then we're going to be using 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. So when breaking your eggs, always make sure you do it in a separate bowl. This is to prevent any shells going into your flour because it's very hard to find a white shell in white flour. And don't forget, we're going to add an extra yolk. This is going to give it a more silky texture. And just give the eggs a quick whisk as well. That's going to make the mixing a little bit easier later. Just going to make a little whirl in the flour. This is where the eggs are going to go. Slowly pour the eggs into the well, making sure it's not going to go over the sides. We're going to add our salt and oil now. The salt will strengthen the pasta's structure so it doesn't break when cooking. And a splash of virgin olive oil adds moisture and makes the dough smoother and much easier to roll. Just going to gently move the flour in so we're holding the eggs within the well. Once the eggs now have incorporated with the flour, we can start using our hands and start turning this into a dough. And once everything starts mixing together, you want to knead this dough for a good 5 to 10 minutes till it starts springing back a little. Best technique I think for kneading is simply using the palm of your hand, pushing forward, stretching the dough, rolling it over, and proceeding to do that again. Try to use both hands. After about 8 minutes of kneading now, pasta's starting to spring back a little in my hands, so I'm now going to get some saran wrap. And we're going to wrap this dough up and we're going to leave it rest for about 30 minutes. After about 30 minutes, we're going to unwrap this now and we are going to start rolling this out so it can fit into our machine. I'm just going to drop a little bit of flour on the surface and a little bit of flour on our rolling pin so it doesn't stick, and we're going to start rolling this out. Now there are 2 ways we can do this. We can roll this out with a rolling pin like they've been doing for generations and generations and then cut it by hand, or we can pass this through a machine, and we're going to be doing the latter for this one. I'm just going to cut it into 2 strips to make it easier to pass through our machine. Now, I actually do have 2 pasta making machines. I do have a gadget that goes with my KitchenAid, but I went out of my way to buy this little machine off Temu. It cost me about $8, just to show you that you can actually get a cheap machine out there and make your own pasta at home. I'm going to pass our dough through the machine on the widest setting, and then we're going to gradually decrease that with each pass. So you're looking at roughly 1 millimeter to 2 millimeter thickness, or about a 16th of an inch. I think that's pretty close to the thickness that we want. We're now going to be passing this through our linguine attachment. Just a little tip too, if you feel it's getting a little bit sticky inside the machine, you can just sprinkle a little bit of flour in the machine too, and that'll take care of the stickiness. It's not exactly a perfect cut on this attachment, but it's okay. I think it'll do. It's actually not, it's really not bad for an $8 machine, so I can't complain too much. Now, if you want to store this away for a later use, you can store it in mason jars or anything like that. But what you want to do first, you want to hang it to dry a little bit. You can hang it on a coat hanger, or if you've got a hanging rack there for pasta, you can use that as well. However, we're going to start cooking this straight away. So we're going to put a pot of boiling water on. Don't forget to salt your water as well. As the pasta absorbs water, it hydrates during boiling and absorbs the dissolved salt, which then in turn releases all the flavor. So this is only going to take 2 or 3 minutes to cook. Unlike dry pasta, which could take up to 10 minutes to cook, largely because we're not rehydrating, it's already hydrated. So 2 to 3 minutes, no longer. And don't stir it too much either. Perhaps one stir with a spoon and that's all you need. If pasta is ready, you probably heard the term al dente. That means to the bite. So take a little chew of the pasta. If you can just bite into it, it should be ready. And also do not get rid of this pasta water. This pasta water is very important for all your sauces. It's much better to add this starchy water to your sauces than it is to add just plain old water. And there you have it. So the type of sauce you want to use with linguine is usually a light tomato or creamy sauce. I've gone for a Napoli sauce here. We'll be making some more pasta recipes in the next coming weeks. If there's anything you want me to make, please let me know in the comments. Until then, I shall see you later. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment below. This is Chef Jason, and remember, love is the secret ingredient.